Imagine a single $50 commercial drone causing a multi-state power blackout that takes over 3 years to fix. No military-grade missiles, no heavy explosives. Just a simple spool of conductive carbon fiber dropped across a high-voltage substation. While utility companies spend millions fortifying ground perimeters with 2-meter fences and motion sensors, the sky directly above the most critical assets on the power grid remains wide open. Welcome back to Black Box UAV. Before we dive into the engineering physics, remember that if you are managing critical infrastructure and need direct technical inquiries, you can reach our engineering team directly via Black Box UAV at Proton.me. Today, we are analyzing the physics of high-voltage substation sabotage, why standard drone jammers crash relay protection systems, and how to build a NERC CIP-014 compliant airspace defense grid. To understand why substations are uniquely vulnerable, we must look at the physics of open-air electrical insulation. High-voltage transmission substations rely on physical air gaps to isolate phases operating at hundreds of thousands of volts. A drone does not need to carry a heavy warhead to cause total destruction. By trailing a microscopic spool of conductive carbon fiber or thin copper wire, the drone bridges the air gap between two high-voltage busbars. The moment the conductive thread connects the phases, it creates an instantaneous phase-to-phase short circuit. This triggers a catastrophic arc flash, a blast of superheated plasma reaching temperatures over 20,000 degrees Celsius. The intense thermal shock instantly shatters porcelain bushings, vaporizes internal oil insulation, and ignites a massive structural transformer fire. This is not theoretical. Federal law enforcement agencies have already documented real-world attempts where modified commercial quadcopters were recovered near transmission substations with conductive tether payloads. When a 500 kilovolt power transformer burns down, you cannot simply call a supplier and order a replacement. Large power transformers are custom-engineered industrial giants weighing over 300 tons. They are manufactured individually using specialized grain-oriented electrical steel and massive copper windings. In today's global industrial supply chain, the lead time to manufacture, transport, and install a single replacement high-voltage transformer ranges from 2 to 5 full years. There are no massive warehouses storing spare 500 kilovolt transformers. If a drone attack destroys the primary transformer bank at a key transmission node, that substation is out of commission for years. The financial loss isn't just the $20 million price tag of the transformer. It is tens of millions of dollars in unsupplied energy penalties, grid instability, and massive economic disruption. Regulatory frameworks like NERC CIP-014 require utility operators to identify critical assets and implement physical security plans to deter, detect, and delay physical threats. However, traditional substation defense focuses entirely on a two-dimensional plane: perimeter fencing, barbed wire, and ground-level infrared sensors. Security teams leave a 30-meter aerial dome directly above the most sensitive high-voltage components completely unmonitored. This creates a massive legal and financial trap for utility operators. When an aerial attack occurs and causes catastrophic grid failure, corporate insurance underwriters review the facility's risk mitigation strategy. If auditors find that the facility operator fortified ground fences but ignored obvious, low-altitude aerial vectors over multimillion-dollar transformer banks, insurance claims for business interruption will be flatly denied under failure to mitigate clauses. How do we secure high-voltage airspace without risking system self-destruction? You cannot simply deploy high-power omnidirectional RF jammers inside a substation. Substations are packed with sensitive microprocessor relay protection devices. Uncontrolled multi-gigahertz jamming violates IEC 61006-5 electromagnetic immunity standards and can cause relay protection systems to trip falsely, shutting down the grid themselves. The solution requires a specialized, substation-safe defense architecture. First, deploy high-frequency Ku and Ka-band microdoppler radars positioned outside the high-voltage ionization zones. Operating at ultra-high frequencies prevents interference with power line carrier communication channels. Second, integrate passive infrared thermal tracking and acoustic arrays that detect low-altitude threats with zero electromagnetic radiation. Third, install dielectric radiotransparent protective shielding over primary transformer bushings to physically reject falling conductive tethers. Airspace defense must be as precise as the electrical grid itself. By closing the aerial blind spot, utility operators protect multimillion-dollar assets and ensure continuous grid resilience. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Black Box UAV for clear, uncompromising aerospace and defense engineering analysis. Stay secure, and I will see you in the next breakdown.